Hey guys, welcome back to Shroud of the Avatar. My name is Caballero, and today I'm going to do a market watch for the player-owned town of Beregost. So, first, before we do that, let's see where Beregost is located. Well, I'm just opening the window. As you can see, Beregost is located in Hidden Vale, and from this picture you'll see that Beregost is right next to Kingsport. So if you're looking for Beregost, it's basically just outside of Kingsport, and it has a very good location. So let's go and check our first player vendor in Beregost. So let's open our first player vendor in Beregost. So I'm looking for the vendor. Where is it? Okay. So we see Beregost. You now know the location of Beregost. Here we have our first vendor, and there you go. Okay, so our first vendor is my vendor. It's Cab's Beregost sale. You'll notice that it has a date. So that date means that is the date when I last updated it. So this is my first vendor. So let's see what I'm selling. I'm sure I'm not selling a lot of things right now. So opening my vendor, I'm looking for it. I think this is it. Yep. Okay, so looking at my vendor, I have some items for sale. I need to recheck. Okay, so as you can see, I have some corpse waxes, some nickels, satyr axes. So if you are looking for a satyr axe to salvage, you'll need a lot of them. I have 5, I believe, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and some tungsten. Okay, look at that. I have 2 photo viewer open, so I need to close one. So those are the items that I'm selling in my vendor. Next we have our next vendor is this guy. Who is this guy? We'll find out soon. So our next vendor is Mr. Lunt. Yup, it's Mr. Lunt, and he is just a couple of houses from my vendor. And Mr. Lunt is selling. So what are you selling, Mr. Lunt? Let's see what Mr. Lunt is selling. Okay, so Mr. Lunt has a lot of items. He has, look at that, he has some rares, weapons, rares like the belt of the patient harvester, so that is an artifact. He also has, look at that, elder elven archer gloves, so he used a pattern on that item or that weapon. And then more artifacts like the Embrace harp, a harp of invigoration for 145. So you can see the prices and you can see the items. Okay, he also have this iron morning star, iron Norgard Spata. Is that Spata? How do you read that? Iron Norgard spear. Okay, and he has some more. Let's see what he has. So I'm opening the I've taken screenshots of the vendors, and I'm just opening them. Okay. He also have like some patterns for an Elder Elven fighter set. Okay, so if you want to change the look of your um, um, armor or outfit, you can use this pattern. There's also like Pax Ring, Ring of Brittle Bond, Ring of Luck, two of them, Ring of the Gambler, some skeleton bones, Shield of the Wicked King, nice. So some houses like this small old keep village home, a Viking two-story home, and he is selling his virtue cloak for only 35,000 and some other items. Okay, so those are the items sold by Mr. Lunt. So let's go and check our next player vendor here in the town of Beregost. Next we have these two guys over here. So these guys they have the name Opening and Soon. So that is kind of creative. So unfortunately these two vendors are still empty. So as their name implies, these vendors are opening soon. So if you want to know what these vendors are going to sell, then all you have to do is come down here in Beregost. Again, Beregost is in Hidden Vale and it's right beside Kingsport. Okay, so since those two vendors are empty, let's move on to our next player vendor. And who is it? Who is our next player vendor? So we saw opening soon. Next we have this guy called John Petrucci. And John Petrucci is selling what? Well, let's see what John Petrucci is selling. So dude, what are you selling? You must be selling something. And indeed he is. Look at that. So John Petrucci, this vendor is selling some, well, not some, a few rings. Ring of Athenism, Gaiism, Necromancy, Thaumaturgy, Turgy. He also have like Poison Potion, Paralyzing Spider Venom, like 40 of them, and a few beetle carapaces. So those are the items sold by John Petrucci. Next we have who is our next player vendor. Let's see who they are. Look at that. We have Robyn's vendors. Okay, so Robyn has two vendors in Beregost. The first one is Robyn's Armory, and the other one is Robyn's Supplies. You'll see that the word restock and some numbers. So that number is the date that the vendor was last updated. So 0312 means March 12. So let's see what these two vendors are selling. First we need to check out Robyn's Armory. Okay, so you can see me and Robyn's Armory, the vendor. And this vendor has, based on the name, he has like weapons of mass destruction. Okay, so let's check what this vendor is selling. So look at that, he has weapons, copper dagger of Turgy, copper halberd. You can see the prices, you can see the enhancement. Unfortunately, since I'm just showing you screenshots, I won't be able to show you the bonuses, but looking at those numbers, you'll know that they have good bonuses and they are created or crafted by Robyn Hood. Imagine that. Robyn Hood is in Shroud of the Avatar. Look at that. We have copper longsword, necromancy, Turgy, copper 200 mace of Gaiism, 200 of sword of Athenism. So there are like a plus 10, plus 11, plus 7, plus 9. So these are all good item, but there's more. Yep. So let's see the other weapons and gear that Robyn has had crafted and are and selling. So we have here the copper longsword of Turgi. What else? Below that we have like epic leather chest armor of Lunaism, maple one of Thaumaturgy, meteoric iron augmented chainmail chest armor, and a few more meteoric iron epic plate armor set pieces. So the price range from 10,000 to like 1,750. So these are good items. You can see the pluses or the bonuses applied to these items, or at least you can see the number. Okay, next we have Robyn's supplies. Yep, let's see Robyn supplies. So that is Robyn supplies, and now we're going to check out what this vendor is actually selling. Okay, so Robyn supplies has like food, bear steak and potatoes, bear supply surprise, dark star fried oysters, and some potions like potion of might, potion of wolf speed. What else? What else is this vendor selling? So let's open up the next screen, and look at that. He has sugar cookies. So if you like cookies in Shroud of the Avatar, there's also like teleport scrolls for only 700. You'll save like 50 gold. Then wolf and venison surprises. Okay, so we've seen all the player vendors that are currently in the player-owned town of Beregost. Again, as you can see from your screen right now, from the video, that Beregost is right next to Kingsport, and there are still a lot of space in Beregost. So if you're looking for a town that is really close to a major town or major city like Kingsport, and it's along a major what do you call this, trade route, I suggest that you claim a lot, or make Beregost your home. You can put a vendor there if you want to. All you have to do is contact the governor, which is Holding Grass Plumber. Okay, so if you can't find an available lot marker, but you did find a space that you like, just contact the governor and request a lot marker, and he will gladly do it for you. Okay, guys, so I guess that's it. We've seen all the player vendors in the player-owned town of Beregost. As you can see, I didn't run around this time. I just what I did is I took screenshots of the vendors, and instead of running around, because sometimes I'm very laggy. I'm lagging badly, and also doing this, I can at least stream the video in 720p, which is the minimum HD requirement or resolution, minimum HD resolution, because I'm having, if I do it like in the game, I can only stream it at like 480p, because I'm having some issues with OBS. It's running Shroud of the Avatar and running OBS. They use a lot of CPU and GPU, so it makes my CPU and GPU run really hot. Anyway, guys, hope you enjoyed watching this video, and if you find something that you like to buy in any of the vendors here in Beregost, all you have to do is drop by Beregost, check out the vendors, and buy them. Okay, so thank you very much for watching. Subscribe to my channel, follow me in Twitch, in daily motion and hitbox. If you're lagging in Shroud of the Avatar, all you have to do is use WT Fast. It's not free, but it has a 14 days free trial. Again, try before you buy so that you won't have any problems or complaints later. So guys, thank you and see you in Shroud of the Avatar or in my next Market Watch video. Bye bye.